よ私ここにいるよ殺されながら生きてる愛されてみたかったなんてずるい人間みたいにはくらんじろ隣人を疑え後悔とただば人じゃボタに思考はそうでしたレビタウンI am here before Beyond any setting world せのことかせまた許しがこんでの日は黒で少な世界言われてくる欲望のこの合図に従え助けてよ私ここにいるよ殺されながら生きてる愛されてみたかったなんてずるい人間みたい望んではいけない希望に見えて怖くて目をそらしたそれでも今日を生きてみたいの私のための聖なる戦争
Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. I'm here to discuss an incident where JiDion ends up getting arrested.
Well. I guess I'm gonna do a reaction.
I'll explain what led up to it.
How fast do you think this is gonna get dropped? Do you really think the charges are gonna get dropped? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want.
Oh shit, here we go again.
As you can see is that JiDion was also involved with Skeeter Gene in the situation. Apparently based on what's being said from Skeeter Gene is that his own uncle has been squatting his own grandmother's house, which also happens to be his Skeeter Gene's uncle's mom. He decides to bring his personal issue on social media in order to profit.
When a man named Joe contacts Woodhaven police officers from a local McDonald's in Michigan, claiming that his nephew and his friends are stalking him. His nephew is 30-year-old Kenneth Chambers, who runs the YouTube channel Skeeter Gene, which currently has around 2.5 million subscribers and is well known for doing sting operations. Joe tells the officers that Skeeter and his friends have been following him and filming him throughout the day. Over the past several months, Skeeter has amassed millions of views on his channel by posting videos about his uncle, but Skeeter and his friend and collaborator, 25-year-old JiDion Adams.
For the past decade or so, he's been financially exploiting and abusing my grandmother, who was also his mother. And before that, he was doing the same thing to his grandmother, which is my great-grandmother.
I'm gonna try extremely hard to maintain my composure, and I mean extremely hard.
I do think that I'll be honest, I do find that very bizarre because I never try to involve my family in social media, whether it be beef or record our arguments, because that's something that should be kept private. But he's later to hear that he finds it because he has a big YouTube channel and it's monetized. He sees this as a golden opportunity.
Dirty cash, I want you. Dirty cash, I need you low. Money talks. Money talks. Dirty cash, I want you. Dirty cash, I need you low.
I'm not saying that Skeeter Gene doesn't have the right to stand up his uncle the way he's treating his grandmother. He has every right to do so. But the way it's handled is just really weird in my opinion, because he later gets JiDion involved, and it's even strange because a group of teenagers start following JiDion.
What the fuck?
His uncle Joe refused to leave his grandmother's house and had been squatting there for months. So he decided,
I was gonna go over there and kick his ass myself. But then I thought, wait a minute, I have a YouTube channel and it's monetized, so I can just expose him on the internet and make some money off of him.
But according to Skeeter, when Joe still refused to vacate the home, he came up with a plan alongside JiDion to solve the problem once and for all. He moved JiDion into his grandmother's house, eventually forcing Joe to leave the property and end up at McDonald's. But according to Joe, the harassment did not stop there. He claims Skeeter, JiDion, and their film crew continued following and filming him at the restaurant. ultimately provoking him to call the authorities. Joe goes on to describe how Skeeter and JiDion have been setting up speakers inside the house for a large party in an effort to upset him. Eventually, officers convince Joe to stay somewhere else so Skeeter and his crew can no longer film him. But now, as officers accompany Joe back to the house to help him collect his belongings, they have no idea that the situation is only going to escalate from here.
Hello, officers. Oh, what's good, my man? Yeah.
Take it out. Wait down here.
Okay. Boo!
I'm not saying he put them into the he put them up for it, but I'm thinking that they noticed like he was live streaming and they insist on like helping him.
Shortly afterward, Skeeter and JiDion arrive at the station with a large group of people, demanding to speak with Joe. By then, Joe has already left for McDonald's again, and when the detective tells them that Joe is not at the station, JiDion mentions filing a missing persons report, arguing that officers had taken Joe away from the house.
So I don't think JiDion forced anybody to join him. They insist because they're a fan of his content. So there has to be confirmation how that's even possible, but it's still really strange because you feel like as the adult you have to be a better influencer and let people know that, especially if they're not of age, that this could be very dangerous.
Because like I said, those people come all the time, except this time there was 2 new groups. Okay, and they always come in, they start using the video, and they say, and then they don't want to leave, and then they did come back later.
Yeah.
Bald-headed guy, the one that starts the first round of video. So he came in and I said, "You can leave." He goes, "No, we don't have cameras." I said, "That's fine." I said, "But you still need to go." And he goes, "Do you treat all customers like that?" I said, "Only the ones that have videos and phone systems." So he sat outside. So then Joe was in and out. So he said they are outside waiting for him. So I said, "You need to stay in." I said, and then there won't be any confrontation. So they finally did leave, but they were in and out. That other group, that Batman, whatever he was.
Yeah, they're at his house and they're not doing anything illegal. It's just super annoying. They're trying to get him riled up so they get their YouTube views. We're just trying to find somewhere for Joe to go because they have access to the house. They're allowed to be there, and so is Joe. So we can't make somebody leave.
They have those shelters.
None really close to here. But he said that his buddy was trying to find somewhere and we're trying to keep Joe out of the spotlight.
He'll be out at their house.
So thank you so much for the help.
The manager told officers that despite being asked to leave and informed them that they could not record on McDonald's private property,
we're not claiming that Skeeter Jean's uncle Joe is a PDF. Based on the video footage alone, he literally does crash out.
They continued live streaming.
What's the problem?
McDonald's doesn't want you guys on the property, so you guys gotta leave.
Is he here?
Doesn't matter where he's at. McDonald's does not want you on the property. You guys have to leave. You're gonna.
Who's you guys? Can you be more specific?
You.
So they said
them,
these people?
Him, yes. You guys cannot be on the property.
Hey!
Or they're gonna arrest you.
Do you guys want some McDonald's? Y'all wanna go inside real quick?
You're gonna be arrested for trespassing if you go in there.
Bro, why? You don't have any, like no offense, officer, but like, do you genuinely have nothing better to do? Like,
do you have anything better to do?
Officer, you're actually like supposed to protect and serve.
Alright, get off the property. You guys are gonna be arrested for trespassing.
Okay, we'll leave the property, but like, I'm just trying to figure out, do you have anything better to do? Because this is like a...
Yeah, they told you earlier that they don't want you guys on the property, so you guys gotta leave.
Because you've been camping out there for like 20 minutes, wasting taxpayer dollars.
I'm there for about 5. You guys need to leave. You guys are gonna be arrested for trespassing.
It's crazy how you don't arrest a squatter. That's crazy. Here, let's just stand on the sidewalk.
Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. That there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
JiDion is basically, I want to go back on JiDion because he's heavily contradicting himself at this point. He's talking about how he's become a Christian and he's moved on from prank videos. Again, his choice if he wants to go back to doing prank videos. But it depends how it escalates, because whether you're just trying to make people laugh, you shouldn't go back to harassing people.
Officers noticed 2 members of the film crew attempting to enter the restaurant with their cameras, prompting them to make their move.
Let's see if there's some McJoes in there. Chat, man, is this what you want your tax dollars to go to? Cops camping out at a McDonald's to protect a squatter. Should we give them the camera? Yo, do me a favor, Be very careful. Just wear this as a backpack. You didn't trespass them, so shut the f up! Bro, you haven't been trespassed.
We're good. Bro, what am I?
Just walk inside.
Just to get on my video?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
But make sure y'all stick together.
Isn't that backpack like 30 grand?
Yeah. They have not. Yeah, hold up. Officer, what are you doing? Officer, they never trespassed them. You can't trespass somebody.
1212 dispatch. We're gonna have one detained at this point.
Officer, you cannot trespass somebody.
Is he going too, Mitchell?
Here, give me my backpack, my man.
Oh, I guess. Put your stuff down.
Officer, you can't trespass somebody.
You're under arrest.
Here, record this on your phone.
That's serious, bro.
Wait. Can I hold your guys' property?
Yeah.
Got anything on you?
Oh my god.
Officer, why are you?
Just your phone.
Officer, were they trespassed? This isn't gonna stick.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Officer, this is not gonna stick.
Wait, so what are we doing?
Breach of peace.
Officer, this
Breach
is
of
not
peace,
gonna
stalking, trespassing.
Bro, this is the best make I've ever seen in my life.
Let me see.
Yeah, I got you.
They never even went on the property. How are you gonna trespass someone that never went on the property? This is a violation of rights. This is a violation. You cannot arrest somebody that never went inside and was never trespassed. Ma'am, they are arrested children that never went inside of a McDonald's.
Lock his ass up. You going to jail. You're going to jail.
This is what causes him to get involved with law enforcement, because rather than going after the squatter, they go after JiDion. And I will say he does go a little overboard, because I'm not gonna say a little, but yeah, he didn't assault anybody, he didn't threaten someone's life, but based on my understanding that he's literally doing whatever he can to follow Skeeter, Gene's uncle, even though yes, he is in the wrong when we don't have full context. And the problem is that again, Skeeter, JiDion made it very clear that it was for views.
Call the DA and see how fast that gets dropped, you dumbasses.
Okay.
Call the DA and see how fast that gets dropped.
Taking these 3.
Watch. Call the DA and see how fast that gets dropped.
He's yelling, so he's being disorderly. Yeah, everybody's looking.
Well, they say, yeah, we gotta get charged with this.
This is absolutely.
Where are you arrested for? Disorderly person. You're yelling.
Disorderly. You're under arrest for being disorderly.
Freedom of speech. You can yell on the sidewalk.
Sitting here causing a scene.
On the sidewalk.
Yep.
So you can't yell? Officer.
Anything I need to know about?
Officer, how fast do you think this is going to get dropped? Do you really think the charge is going to stick? Do you guys really think this is going to stick?
Sure, we have a
do you want to waste your DA's time? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want. Officer, you will be in a deposition and you will be arrested. This is...
Here, back here.
No! Call Jake and have him get my lawyer.
You need to shut the fuck up.
This is setting a bad example for the audience, because if you're to make content, you want to try to be professional. At the same time, it's like you could choose to do your videos however you please, but it should not get to the point it gets out of hand where you end up harassing someone, or where it leads to legal trouble.
Really the route you want to go, officer? Yep. Okay. Do you want to waste taxpayer dollars? Yep. Officer,
honestly, I think they're saving taxpayer money by just arresting him and getting it over with, rather than just staying there and waiting for him to make a move, because he is going to make a move or send people to make a move for him.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
Can I please
sit?
Do you really want to abuse me, officer?
Get your foot in.
I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
Officer, I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
How are you going to arrest somebody that never even went on the property?
You're under arrest for being disorderly, not for being on the property. Put your foot
Officer, I can't fit.
No, then you're going to sneak over.
Officer, I won't run. I'm not going to do anything. Can you just take off the head?
Go that way.
Can you put them in the front at least?
No.
Officer, I can't scoot. You're trying to push me, but I can't scoot.
I've had bigger people in the car.
Officer, you're actually hurting me. Officer, please.
Turn sideways and scoot.
Officer, I can't move.
Let's go.
I'm too big.
Put your foot that way. Let's
Officer,
go.
I can't. I'm not trying to be. Here, I'm not resistant, officer. I promise
Let's go.
you. It is literally my body autonomy. I cannot move. Can you just put my handcuffs in the front?
No.
See you around. Round, you're fat.
And I can assure you, JiDion, yeah, it is confirmed that this is not the first time he got arrested before. It's easy bail money, but my issues, and I have to go in on it, is that he involved minors in his videos. And now they're getting arrested. Yeah, they insisted you enforce them. They chose to, but at the same time, JiDion should have told them the back way. If he needed help, he should find adults who are legit, who are capable of doing video, like, again, photography, video recording, someone who is mature to actually associate with him, mature enough to be able to help him out, who would be a good assistant. Because kids, yeah, whether it be summer, whether it's summer or not, kids, there's no reason for kids to associate themselves with adults because they are not mature enough to understand the severity of the situation.
Told them to leave or going to jail for breach of peace if they don't want to leave. So, have you ever read our breach of peace ordinance?
Yeah, it covers everything. I'm good with the breach of peace.
It's stalking. I mean, we got a whole bunch.
I mean, dude, they are stalking this dude. Like, there's got to be some kind of resolution to it. I don't understand all this, dude. Like, over nothing. Like, something so stupid over some, like, YouTube views.
Cases every day, but I'm telling you, you're not going back there if he's there. Do we understand one another?
If he's there, yes, sir.
Sir, don't go back to that house.
Okay.
If you go back to that house and he ends up there, you are not gonna like what I'm gonna do. I promise you that.
Adults have more in common with people their age rather than someone who's underage. Even though, yes, it can be annoying when police assume that you're the culprit or they have a power trip, but it eventually, yeah, I honestly have to blame JiDion for this. And even though Skeeter Gene was the one who pretty much requested JiDion to help him out, I don't think JiDion realized that I can't say Skeeter Gene set him up, but Skeeter Gene is getting him involved now. JiDion's the one who's in trouble rather than Skeeter Gene.
JiDion Adams was charged with misdemeanor, stalking, and breach of peace. The other 3 crew members were each charged with 1 count of breach of peace as well. A judge set JiDion's bond at $10,000, which he posted to secure his release. The other 3 crew members also posted personal bonds. While JiDion was in jail, his and Skeeter's fans made hundreds of calls to the Woodhaven Police Department and Downriver Dispatch. Some callers reported fictitious crimes, including a false homicide, while others flooded the Woodhaven Police Department's Facebook page with messages. And upon his release, JiDion launched a campaign called Free JiDion, claiming it would prove his innocence and what he believed was the bias officers had shown in favor of Joe. Skeeter, on the other hand, still wants Joe out of his grandmother's house. If convicted, he could face up to 93 days in jail for breaching the peace and up to 1 year in jail or a $1,000 fine for stalking.
I feel like whether JiDion's intentions was to get views, but it's like if I'm to do someone a favor, there's no reason for me to get in trouble, and that's how I look at it. But JiDion's not mad at the fact that Skeeter Gene is the one who actually sent him to help him out. But you see in the videos that JiDion's the one who's running his mouth towards the police, being cocky, even though, again, and it's been confirmed, he's going back and forth looking for Joe. Going back to the McDonald's, going back to the police station, seeing what he's up to. I understand the logic behind that is to hopefully force him out of the house because he's a squatter. So that this doesn't go to court, so that he doesn't have to take it up with the court, because not only is it going to be time consuming, but there isn't any bullshit where it's like Joe ends up like staying at that property. So I fully understand that. But the way JiDion's acting is that he was very cocky and arrogant to the point he thought because of how popular he was, he thinks he's untouchable and that he can do nothing wrong, which clearly was. He was doing a lot of things wrong in this video. And trust me, it's not that I'm an advocate of like police brutality or cops abusing their power, but JiDion was pretty much asking for it because he was pretty much taunting police and being a smart aleck. So his arrest, how he even got arrested? Because he got too cocky with police and his ego got the best of him, and he just did not want to admit that he was in the wrong too, for like just trying to like get over it and let Skeeter Jean handle it. Because the views at this point, whether you get the views or not, you're gonna get it regardless. But at the same time, it's like there's a time where if eventually the more it keeps compiling, it's gonna escalate. So I feel like JiDion should let the police handle it, and even though they're the ones that make the decision, JiDion is not the one who can arrange what happens to Skeeter Jean's uncle, and he's not the one in control of the situation simply because he doesn't have the authority to. So that's what's really got to JiDion, and that's why the police decided to arrest him, because he was just being too arrogant and he thought he had the control over the police. So even though he wasn't doing too much, I feel like the views should not always come first. If anything, it's basically your safety and making sure something right gets done.
Until then, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. No more talk.
But overall, I feel like I said enough for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.
Fight your brother. Let's kung fu!